Atiku to U.S. court. Overrule Tinubu's objections on academic records. We will use them in the Supreme Court in Nigeria. So that is what Atiku is telling the U.S. court now. I know that Tinubu's lawyer raised objection that the information from Tinubu's certificate will not be used anywhere and that they should disregard it. Okay, but again, Atiku has come to tell the U.S. court we will use it in the Supreme Court. So let's get into the details. Okay. Atiku Abubakar, presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the last election, has asked the U.S. Court for the Northern District of Illinois to overrule President Bola Tinubu's objections on the release of his academic records. Tinubu had filed an appeal against the order of the court directing the Chicago State University to release his academic records to Abubakar. Okay, to release his certificate to Abubakar, but not revealing his gender and his admission documents. Yes. So the president had argued that he ought to have been joined in the suit since it is his personal information that is being sought. Tinubu had also argued through his lawyers that what Abubakar was doing amounted to a fishing expedition because the deadline for the use of fresh documents in Nigerian court had elapsed. The court had gone on to delay the order for the release of the records, what the law says on appeal deadlines. So Section 6 of the Election Judicial Proceedings Practice Direction 2022 provides that a notice of appeal shall be filed at the registry of the tribunal or court of appeal within 21 days in respect of a final decision and 14 days in respect of interlocutory rulings. However, Section 2 of the Supreme Court Election Appeals Practice Direction 2023 stipulates that an appellant shall file in the registry of the Court of Appeal notice and grounds of appeal within 14 days from the date of delivery of judgment appealed against. So the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal delivered its judgment on September 6. That means Abubakar will still had till September 20 to file his appeal, which he did on September 18. Documents can still be used in Supreme Court. However, in a fresh application to the U.S. Court dated September 27, Abubakar, through his attorneys Angela Liu, Andrew Lavender, Alexandra de Gramont, and Tuba Hussein, argued that the documents he is seeking can still be used in election litigation back home in Nigeria. So Abubakar is also asking the court to overrule Tinubu's objections in their entirety. The court should overrule the objections in their entirety. The applications reads. Now, if the court overrules the objection, applicant respectfully requests that it enter an order requiring production of documents no later than October 2, 2023, and a deposition scheduled no longer than October 3 to allow time for transcripts to be finalized. Abubakar said the discovery obtained should be sent to Nigeria, which is 6 hours away, by October 4, so that such evidence may in turn be filed with the Supreme Court by October 5, which is when applicants Nigerian Council intend to submit any new evidence to the Supreme Court. Abubakar also argued that the Supreme Court of Nigeria can consider new evidence in exceptional circumstances under the Nigerian Electoral Act of 2022 and or in its discretion. Wow. This one, wow. Tinubu's credentials show that he graduated from CSU in 1979 with a bachelor's degree in business administration, accounting, and management. However, there have been allegations bordering on discrepancies with Tinubu's certificate. Now, in a previous suit filed before the U.S. District Court, Abubakar prayed that the court should subpoena Tinubu's files domiciled with CSU. In his fresh application, Abubakar reiterated that there are discrepancies with Tinubu's academic records. Okay, in addition to the different dates, the June 22 diploma is different in numerous respects from the June 27 diploma submitted by intervenor to INEC. Abubakar application reads. So the June 2022 diploma has a different font seal and does not have the grammatical error in the June 2027 diploma. Oh boy. So it looks more like they're just going back and forth getting this document from the CSU and from the US court. So from what is I'm seeing here, it shows that the Supreme Court in Nigeria can still admit new evidences up till October 5, 2023. And we are just at the end of September 2023. So, even though Tinubu had filed an objection against Atiku's request to get his credentials, that is going to be useless, and it's just a matter of fishing expedition. Okay, Atiku and his counsel have filed a counter note to the court in the U.S. telling them that, look, release those documents because we can still use them in the Supreme Court in Nigeria. Okay, and so we hope that the judge in the U.S. will be generous and good-hearted enough to release those documents before the expiration date. If not, if they don't release those documents on or before October 4, then it therefore means that they will not be able to use it, and it would have been out of the time. And I'm sure that delay tactics is what both parties are employing to delay that document from coming out. When I mean both parties, I mean the CSU and the U.S. court. Okay, and maybe the judiciary, Tinubu's counsel. Okay, so if they succeed in delaying the release of those documents beyond October 5, then it becomes a very serious matter with the with Tinubu's, Atiku's legal team. Okay, and I'm sure what they're looking for is how to make sure that that fact does not come out. But even if they don't tender it in the Supreme Court, okay, a lot have been dug out, and a fresh case can still be taken against him on perjury and on document forgery, academic forgery, and lying under oath. Okay, lying under oath because he has stated that you know the document is submitted before or while applying for the presidential ticket is not exactly what is domiciled in the CSU. And CSU is also reluctant because in this matter, the integrity is at stake as well. They really need to do the needful. Otherwise, they will drag their name to the mud after serving the world for so number of years. So we're also looking at the integrity of the Chicago State University alongside this matter. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment for sharing.